Here are our options. These are the departure boards. And we just want to get on a train. The train was leaving there and then, so we just got on it. So we've got £40 of our budget to get elsewhere.
What am I doing with my life? I was like, you've literally just jinxed it.
Good morning guys, today's challenge is unlike anything I have ever done before. My brother and I, who is about to join me but as ever is running late, are about to attempt a challenge that I have titled How Far From Home Can We Get in 24 Hours with Only £100 between the two of us. This sounds like it's going to be easier than it actually is. £100 is not a lot for travel. If you consider there's two of us, that's £50 each. Here is my brother now, he's joining me in the car. So basically, they are the rules. How are you feeling about this challenge?
Tired.
It is currently 6:50 in the morning and our first port of call is to head to York. So where we live on a map, I will put it on screen. We're in a pretty convenient location slash inconvenient location because we almost have as much north above us as we have south. So we could have gone either way and travelled almost the same distance. However, that also kind of hinders us because if you live in the south of England and you're watching this and you wanted to do this challenge, you could automatically get further because you've got more miles to cover above you, or if you're in the north, below you. So we're in a bit of a weird situation. So we've decided to head to York because that is a very, very central station, and just look at the trains running out of there and potentially try and head north up to Scotland. But we're going to look at how expensive the trains are and we're going to set off now because we need to get going.
I'm buzzing. I have no idea what's going to happen. Just, where are we going? York?
York's our first.
And then who knows? Let's go. Update. We are 26 miles from home. We've been driving 42 minutes. We've got how many minutes to go?
24.
24 more minutes.
Traffic is
to get to
York
station. We are currently behind the highway to Bumhell. That's always fun.
We're actually only 8 miles away.
You can't see me now. I'm having to listen to all these dead tunes.
No, this tune was fine.
Hyperman 6, EG3, Hyper got a loop round. I caught her on camera. She messed up. She did what?
We don't have time.
Porsche. Maserati. No, that was Jack. That was Jack. Molly, you've got the cheapest car in here.
We've arrived in York. It is now 8:04. I don't know what train's running out of the station, but we're gonna go have a look at what's going from what platform, aren't we, and what's cheap and a long distance. Yeah. My thinking with this is that I know that the trains to London and the trains to Edinburgh run often and fast from this station, so we're going one way or the other. Mile from home, I think it's 28.
Is it?
28, 30.
Like that.
Here are our options. These are the departure boards, so a quick wheel through them. Newcastle, Liverpool, Blackpool, Whitby, Newcastle, London, Manchester, Southampton, Leeds, London again, or Glasgow. So obviously the two furthest away are Southampton and Glasgow via Edinburgh. I don't know what we're thinking. Okay, so the immediate trains leaving are all either to Manchester, Liverpool or Newcastle, and we don't want to go to any of those because they're all fairly close. So we're gonna get a coffee and see. Obviously we don't want to waste too much time, we just want to get on a train. And with that, we were literally stood in Starbucks and a London train flashed up on the departure board, and within about 3 seconds we decided that we were going to run and try and get on that one, but it was leaving literally there and then, so I didn't get to vlog any of this. We sprinted through the train station. We managed to get on the train just as the doors were closing. We didn't have a ticket and I was like, what are we doing? Hello. Trains to Edinburgh were coming out at £100, £120. So we've got on a train to King's Cross. They were £60, but we haven't even bought the ticket because it was unavailable to buy because the train was leaving there and then. So we just got on it. So we don't have a ticket. £60 for both of us. And it's direct to King's Cross as well. How good's that? It's an hour and 20. Okay, well I just thought I'd update you. We'll be there by 10:10. Harry's fine, he's got a coffee. Funny, innit?
Funny, innit?
Bit of a weird situation. These could be vibes. So we want 2 singles to King's Cross, but we were about to buy them before we got on, and then it was unavailable to buy on the train line up. We couldn't.
Somebody mentioned that this morning.
I'm sorry, I know it's such a pain. I hate getting on the train without a ticket.
Not an issue, but I honestly trust it.
is where we're aiming to get to. We were looking at trains to Exeter because that's so much further away. However, they're all £60 and we only have 40. Southampton is £50, we only have 40. Brighton is a tenner, so I reckon if we get to Brighton then we can get a bus. East or west, sorry. If we travel east, we're not really putting any distance between us and home. But travelling west just seems so expensive. To get to Southampton, it's so expensive. We started up in York.
Started there. We were thinking.
Originally, we were going to try and get to Aberdeen.
Let's try and get there. We're literally at the other.
We could not be further from Aberdeen. We're aiming for like somewhere in and around Brighton, Eastbourne, Southampton, that kind of general area. We've made it to King's Cross. Our plan now is, yeah, I don't really know. What we're doing is a good question. We're gonna head to London Victoria because I know that that is where all the trains depart that head south. Obviously there's not too much further south that we can go. So I don't think I fully explained. That train cost us £60. The guy was really understanding that we hadn't got on with a ticket. He was actually really nice, which was so lucky.
He was from Newcastle. Yeah,
he was a Geordie. Sometimes train conductors can be a little bit like arsey with you, especially if you get on without a ticket, but he was really, really sound. So that cost...
I just lost that ticket.
No, you give it to me. Okay. So that cost £60, which means we've got £40 of our budget to get elsewhere. Right, we're actually buying a tube ticket because it's cheaper to do it like this, I think, than it is to just use your phone. Oh, maybe it's not. Is that for a train? Because we don't want a train. A tube would be way cheaper than that. Day travel card for today. Whoa, mate. Mate. Okay, no, we'll just get on, Harry. It'll charge us about £2. Use our contactless. Don't know why that was so expensive. It's like usually no more than £7 to ride on the tube for the entire day. I don't know why a travel card was coming out at £13.
Boris Johnson.
It's not Boris Johnson though, is it? Mode of transport count. 3. We have arrived at Victoria. It's not even 11 AM. We're doing good. We're doing good. What are you even saying? Have you coming out with some rubbish?
No, you.
Here are our options. We are currently at Victoria.
Sorry.
Obviously the main route is to Brighton. There are also running trains to Eastbourne, but that's...
France?
No, slightly nearer to home because it's on the east coast, obviously Eastbourne. Or there are also running trains to Bognor Regis and Chichester, which are like the most southern points before you get to Portsmouth. So we're gonna have a look at the departure boards, but first we're gonna go to the toilet and get some breakfast. These are the departures. To quickly reel some of them off, there's Epsom, Brighton, Sutton, Littlehampton, London Bridge, East Grinstead, Horsham, Gatwick, and a couple of others. So we're going to go and have a look on the train line app at what's coming out the cheapest.
We just go Gatwick, yeah, and then we just get on a random plane.
Okay.
Funny, innit?
Funny, innit? We could get the train to Worthing, which is quite a lot further away than it is to Brighton. However, this is £36 and obviously we only have £40 left, so that's taking up almost all of our budget. So I'm going to look at Chichester. They're all cancelled. They're all cancelled. The other option, obviously, as I said, was Brighton, because Brighton's a little bit of a hub as well. So once we get to Brighton, we could always swap trains. Harry's eating a cheeseburger while I do all the hard work, all the graft. Oh wait, what's that saying when I'm searching it? Passengers must travel together on the whole trip. Okay, sure. Okay, that's coming out cheaper. Let's have a look at the Brighton train. Maybe that'll be even cheaper. Guys, that feature in the train line app is so good. Read that, that's so good. 1 hour 20 direct to Worthing. There's one going in 6 minutes, or we could wait and get that one. Should we get that one so we have time to eat? Okay, we're just gonna have some food. There's only half an hour between these at the same price. So I think we're gonna go for that one. How many cheeseburgers did you order? 2. Looks like we're heading to Worthing, guys. I've never been, but I know that it's further west than Brighton, so it makes sense. All done, we've got our ticket. Oh, we have to go and collect it. Right, we need to find somewhere to go and collect this from then, Harry. Miles from home?
210.
210. Budget spent? Oh no, yeah, £82. Plus £5 on the underground.
We'll have 15 left once we get to
15 left once we get to Worthing. Don't know how I managed to get my maths so wrong in this clip, but we had £13 left once we got to Worthing, not 15. Don't know what I was doing, was never great at maths, sod. Right, let's go. So this is the prices of the trains. Mine is £20. Harry's was £2 because of the discount that we got on the train line app. How are you feeling about another hour and a half?
I'm buzzing. I love me a good train. I sound like, do you remember that kid from Primary who was obsessed with trains?
No. Okay guys, we're at Haywards Heath. We are
258 miles.
258 miles from home. We've arrived in Worthing. What the heck? Instead of getting the train, we've still got £15. We have a possibility of getting to somewhere else, and I think we're going to try to, but we've decided, because we've been on trains now for 4.5 hours, 5 hours, to go for a little walk and see what's in Worthing. So we're heading to the pier.
What am I doing with my life?
How have we ended up here? Genuinely, when I woke up this morning, I really thought we were going to head to Scotland. Like, that was genuinely what I thought was happening. We could not be further from Scotland.
We're about to fall off.
We're about to end up in France. We're gonna die. Doing some sightseeing. Don't know what that is, but it looks nice. We have been walking for about 15 minutes. We're almost at the front. I'm excited to see it, and it's been nice to just get some fresh air. Like, all we've done is sit on tubes and trains. We have made it to the beachfront. I was not expecting to be here today. This is as far away as we can get. We've decided to stop for some lunch slash breakfast slash tea in this restaurant that my dad actually recommended, because my dad works in Worthing quite often. I don't really know why. So it's called the Cow Shed. It's right on the beachfront, and then after this we're going to head back to the train station slash the bus station and see where else we can get. We are at current 268 miles away from home, but I think we can do more. I know we can do more. We've got £15 left to go. This meal that we're having in here isn't included in the budget, by the way. Food doesn't count.
Another train, another bus, double the transport, double the distance. That's what I heard.
So we finished up eating. We've come back to the train station. We're getting a train to Barnham, and then we're going to get a bus from Barnham to Chichester, which puts us even further away from home because we're heading west, like due west from Worthing. Really liked Worthing, had a good burger. Time to leave, time to move on. This cost us £8, so that means we have £7 left. I don't think we'll be able to really spend that £7, but we're gonna see what happens. How are you feeling now?
The same, exact same.
How many hours in are we?
Like 8.5.
8.5 hours into this challenge. We're at Barnham. We need to somehow find a bus replacement to Chichester. I've never been here before. Before right now, I had never even heard of this place.
I have.
What, you've heard of Barnham?
No, Chichester.
I've heard of Chichester, yeah, I've not heard of Barnham. Ooh, replacement buses down here. Modes of transport count?
Car, train, tube, bus.
4. Chichester. Doesn't say it's going to Chichester. Never mind, that guy told us it is. Guess if not, we'll just see where we end up. We're now on a bus. How often do we get buses, Harry?
It smells older than me.
It smells very old. Literally, I think I can count on one hand how many buses I've been on that wasn't for a school trip.
Weird flex, but okay.
Never.
Tree, 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 tree. I don't think these buses make that noise.
We have made it. How are you feeling?
Where are we?
Chichester is not where I thought I was ending up today. Oh, this is cool. Welcome to Chichester Cathedral. We found the church. We found a cockapoo calendar. Shall we buy a Chichester, what's the word? That is literally just a calendar shop, Harry. It's been a long day. I was just saying to Harry, we've travelled 300 miles and we found a town that essentially looks identical to Beverley. How is that even possible? Our hometown is so small, but it gives me such a Beverley vibe. Like, this just looks like the same. Yeah, like, just proves all of England just looks the same. But it's also got a massive church. It's got more shops than Beverley. It's like Beverley on steroids. It's just a little bit bigger, but that is really nice. Our church is bigger than that, flex. We have got as far as we can. on £100. We're currently sat in Costa at Chichester Cathedral and we have travelled 280 miles. So Harry's just worked out how much it's cost per mile because we've spent in total £98. So per mile, hold on, we've done some wrong math.
35p per mile exact.
35 pence. 35 pence exactly per mile that we've travelled today. When you break that down, that is so good. Full 7 miles on the train and it costs...
Can't get it for £2.45.
No, that's crazy. So yeah, total miles covered 280, money spent 98, time taken 8.5 hours. So we have the journey back to do, so I'm going to chat to you when we get back into London, which is our next journey. The return leg of the journey is not included in the price. Getting home is totally separate. We just wanted to see how far we could physically get with the £100. Now we have to get ourselves back. You know what? It's fine. It's been a really fun day. I would never have come to Chichester, but I'm kind of glad I'm here because there's an incredible view out the window. How's your coffee?
I burnt my tongue.
You burnt your tongue. I always do that. Maybe we did make it to Scotland after all.
Joking, we are actually in Edinburgh. We just baited you all.
Imagine. If anybody lives in Chichester, they're going to know that this is Chichester.
Who lives in Chichester, Molly?
Comment down below if you're from here or near here. This is it. You've made it. You're an official Chichester resident now. So I said I was going to pretty much finish this video, but Harry and I get on a bus at Chichester back to where we are now, which is a train station called Barnum. So we're getting on this bus and the man kind of like letting everybody on and checking tickets turns to us and goes, "Are you Molly?" And I was like, whoa, that never happens when I'm this far from home. And also he was like probably what, 25, and he was like, "Oh, my fiance really likes your videos," and then he just let us get on the bus. We didn't have a ticket, so he has absolutely made my day. If you're watching, yeah, we got a selfie with him. Thank you so much. You were sound. You absolutely just made my whole day. And Harry had literally said to me about 10 minutes before, "I bet nobody in Chichester's ever watched your videos," and I was like, yeah, probably not. I'm so far from home. And then that guy was just there, so that was so nice. But anyway, we're heading back into London now. Got an hour and 20 minutes on this train, and then 2 hours in London, and then 2 hours to York, and then 1 hour in the car. It is now midnight. We're back in York. The train we ended up getting back, I'd fully jinxed myself. I was like, wow, we haven't had any train delays apart from that one bus replacement.
We stood in King's Cross. She said, "We haven't had any delays." I was like, "You've literally just jinxed it." And she was like, "Yeah."
And then that train we were on ended up being 45 minutes delayed, which was totally fine. We didn't have a connection or anything.
It means we were on it 3 hours though.
We were on it for 3 hours instead of like
Not
2.
ideal.
But anyway, we're back in York and this is the end of the challenge. It has been actually really quite fun.
700-mile round trip.
Nearly 700 miles.
We'll call it 700.
By the time we get home, we'll have been out of the house for 19 hours. We've covered nearly 700 miles. We spent £98 on the outbound journey and then about the same getting back. The annoying part was we didn't get our tickets checked on the train, of all of the trains.
But we get it back because it was half an hour delayed, so it's...
That's true.
I think we had the rough idea we might end up in Aberdeen.
I know,
And
yeah.
we went to
Chichester. This morning when we got out of the car, we didn't have a plan, but we had a vague idea of how we could get to Aberdeen if we wanted to get to Aberdeen. We went the total other way. I wasn't expecting it.
5 minutes to midnight.
5 minutes to midnight. This is the most like spontaneous thing I've ever done, but I've really enjoyed it. I think this video just proves
It's
that
gone really quick.
sometimes spontaneous things are the best. Like we thought we might end up in Scotland, we ended up in West Sussex.
Take risks.
We'd never heard of 2 of those places we went today. I'd never heard of Barnum. I'd not heard of, well, I'd heard of Worthing, but I've never really thought about it.
Yeah.
And we ended up having lunch there and it was just actually really, really fun. So if you take anything from this video, let it be to live life a little bit more spontaneously and don't worry too much.
It's -4 degrees right now.
It's very cold right now. Just proves that if that was how much it cost us on a day where we had no prepaid tickets,
35p per mile.
35p per mile.
Spending 10 hours on a train.
If you wanted to do a journey and you booked it, you could definitely do it for way, way, way cheaper. Anyway, we're back at the car now, so I'm gonna end it here. What are your...
Subscribe. Follow me on stuff.
Do you know, I thought you were gonna say follow me on TikTok then. I was like,
said Twitch, but
no.
Maybe.
My car is iced. There we go, yeah. So if you have enjoyed, subscribe so that you can see more challenges. This was one of the most fun things I've ever done. Sorry it's quite long. Yeah, give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you want to see more challenges like this, more content with Harry, more travel challenges, give it a huge thumbs up and comment down below what you want us to do. Won't be repeating this one anytime soon, but it was really fun, so thank you.
Tomorrow, what do you mean?
Harry's like, shall we just drive to Aberdeen right now? Shall we go? And I'm like, no, Harry, we're done now. But yeah, thank you for watching. I shall be back on my channel very, very soon. Say goodbye, Harry.
Goodbye, Harry.
Woo!